Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're underway in Atlanta. Danny Gray to return it. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Free play here. Let's see what he does. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on 1st down. Herbert from the gun. Forced out to his right. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find a home there.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Gets this to McConkey. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Play made there by Clark Phillips. Third and a lone yard coming up. Going for the first with Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A 1-yard gain on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Flushed out of the pocket. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Herbert now off the play fake. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We got 2nd and 15. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut my losses and avoid such a negative play.
He's got a man left. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and a long 8. Palmer motioning right. On 4th down, here's Herbert. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential first down.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. By a man, and now he's in the clear. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Gray now on the return. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. He's got a gain of 6 there. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's caught after a gain of about 2. David Onyemata there for the stop. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
3rd down run by Dobbins. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing on first is Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Trying again, following the set. Catch made left side by McConkey. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker.
Now here's a spot where the timing's got to be absolutely perfect, Kate, between the quarterback and the receiver. That throw is made before that receiver's ever thinking of coming out of his cut. Too early, it's incomplete. Too late, and it's headed the other way.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Handoff goes to Dobbins, running left. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here we go with Dobbins. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. one won't come close. That's a turnover on downs. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
They just get the play off. Buying some time right. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They start out 2nd and 10. A give left side. Here's Robinson. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third down give to Robinson. He gets the first and more inside the 15. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pull that in front further, 13-zip. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Gray now on the return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They've got a man in motion. Incomplete pass. Rare chance for him to throw it, but things don't work out. It's 3rd down now.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. On the move, headed right. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he's brought down for a loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Offense in the hurry-up here. Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Penix here from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. That's incomplete left side. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's gonna be 3rd and long.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're gonna be efficient, you gotta hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Penix facing a 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Hauls in this punt at the 8. He breaks the tackle. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Chargers take possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A give right side to Dobbins. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets a good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Herbert now, blitz coming. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. Working quickly here. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Second and 10 now. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And this one does not go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, Herbert. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. It's the Falcons beginning their drive here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
60 Bisons. Let's go now.
Here's Penix. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts. And it sets up 2nd down. Throwing from near his own goal line. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, a yard or two short of that 20. They gain 14 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
Let's go. 18-yard line.
Robinson on the inside give. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing for the pistol, Penix. He fires one deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Cut down the left side by his running back. Oh, baby. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Play action. Here's Penix. He sends this one to the end zone. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Come on, set, go.
From the shotgun, Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So now on 4th down, the Falcons electing to send Younghoe Koo after the field goal. This a 54-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Palmer motioning right. Herbert on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
He's back to throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Running left, it's Dobbins. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Chooses to bring this one out. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 16.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Set.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Here we go. Set.
Penix now on 1st down. That one's complete to London. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They go play action. Here's Penix. Got a man. It's London. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
There he goes, right sideline. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Gray now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this up close to the 40 before going out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Go.
First and 10, Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Herbert from the gun. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
They send a man in motion. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out. Forget that it was fourth down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the first. Running back sent in motion. First and 10. Here's Herbert. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Got a man. Palmer has it. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Herbert throwing again. Complete beyond the marker. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
Herbert to throw once more. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers start the second half with some needed points. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers pull a little closer. It's a 17-point game now. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. McClown now returning it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10.
Let's go now. Warrior 70. Check go.
They go play action here. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. A very productive play from the rookie QB out of Washington. That gets them a first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
He's only going to manage to get back to the line. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. They're going play action. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
And this one hits first at the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Going with Dobbins here. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Going to the ground again on 1st. Has another lane. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Running it again with Dobbins. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter.
Third quarter with the score, Falcons
2nd and 6 coming up here. Running this with Dobbins. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And this one doesn't go far. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
59.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And he tried to find some room outside, but there was nothing there.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Hey, Kaplan. 5-9.
Throw on 3rd down. On target to Dobbins. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and they're running.
And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers cut the lead down to 10.
24, Chargers 14.
Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. And the Falcons cover up the kick. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Throwing the out route complete. They pick up 20 yards there. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing off the play fake here. Got it, man. Robinson has it. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Go! Cougar 19! Cut 19! Cut 19! Ready, ready?
Penix on third down. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons take a 3-possession lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. So new kickoff rules, this is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Herbert back to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Hits his running back. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection, was looking for Ladd McConkey. And now they face 2nd down. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Working quickly here. Motion man sent left. On 3rd down, Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Chargers trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Herbert on 1st down. Forced out to his right. Finds his man over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Motioning him from the slot right. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. And he's going to reach the 6 before he goes out. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Now Herbert to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get it back to within 2 possessions. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers cut the lead down to 10. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the Falcons cover up the kick.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Here we go, here we go.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Come on, set.
Another carry for Robinson. Jukes out a one-stop. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. He manages a gain of 8 there. And the Falcons will have a first.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Staying with Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Check, Bobcat, check. Here we go, set, go.
Now the give for Bijan. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
3rd down give to Robinson. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Okay, break.
Offense going for it here. 4th and 5.
Ready. Set, go.
They'll run it with Robinson. And he's into the red zone on that run, down to the 18. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
Throwing on first is Herbert. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
Whoa. Set. Hey, Ray. Hey, we'll go orange. Why did it
Back to the air, Herbert. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
To throw. Buys time, rolling right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Chased out to his right. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So the Falcons defend their